On offense, here are the Clippers. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Murray against Jackson. Kicks it to George. Just 5 to shoot. Batum finds George. There's Jackson with the 3. He's off on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
Jackson against Murray. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Leonard on the wing. It's George on the wing. Martin defending. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. To the paint. Stolen by McGee. George against Barton. Jokic. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Zubac's no good. Here's Denver now. They've scored 10 straight. Outside for Millsap. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Rondo. D right on him. Inside. Leonard. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Hey, you can't forget about this now. Rondo's averaged double-digit assists multiple seasons. As good a passer as any in this league.
Now, here is Morris. Outside Millsap. Here's Jokic. The layup off target.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Zubac, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Green is checked in for Denver. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Here's Morris. 5 on the clock. Rivers passes to Green. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Mann. And he gets it to go.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
For Denver, they've gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Pass to Rivers. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Pass to Morris. Jokic kicks to Green. The Clippers grab the miss. Now, here's Zubac. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. That ties the game. Leonard's got 6.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Tie game in Los Angeles. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how unselfish we are, next pass mentality.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers, they've got Rajon Rondo. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Porter comes in for Austin Rivers, and it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Murray outside. Outside Porter. McGee against Batum. Stolen by Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball, and the shot goes down. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Porter finds Murray. Now here is McGee, defended by Batum. Kennard against Porter. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by George.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. And they're pushing it up. Back to McGee. Barton outside. Down low. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his first points of the game.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Jackson against Murray. Tries it from the top of the key, and the shot is long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. And there's the pass to Kennard. Offline with his 3. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Releases from 15. Tries again. McGee finds Murray. Back to Barton. Jacks up a 3. And there's Murray on the assist by Barton. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will torch you. Lethal from behind the arc.
Jackson looking it over. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Campazzo, and it's sent back by Leonard. And they get it back to the left side wing. And here's Jokic. He's got 6. Second chance shot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And George, here we go.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul him.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Ripped away. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. And that one's good. Leonard.
And, you know, this is Rondo's role. He's out there to run the offense and give his teammates room service dimes.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Green, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Leonard gets it to go.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morris. And the rejection by Zubats. They recover it. Rivers finds Jokic. No good, unable to end this run. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. A nice shot by George.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They're in better shape now than they were. That's all for now.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward position.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Murray against Jackson. George, that's a two-pointer. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Porter. Murray outside. McGee trying to break free. Murray, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense. And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he can be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Morris with the bucket.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
Barton finds McGee. Back to Barton. And here's McGee. Denver passing it around. Barton passes to McGee. Now here's Murray. McGee inside. Covered by Morris. Here's Jokic. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Yeah, they certainly have been. You'd like to knock down that first one, but if you don't, then a second shot is the next best thing.
Pass to Batum. Back to Jackson for 3. It's good from long range. Jackson's got 5 now. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. logged heavy minutes, but, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
To the middle, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So, for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Paul George. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap is checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Jokic, and it's Rivers in for Will Barton. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. There's Jackson with the three. Morris, left side, unloads from 13. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Murray against Batum. Passes it to Millsap. It's Rivers on the wing. Back to Millsap. It's Porter outside. The Clippers grab the miss. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Clippers leading by 13. Past a man. Millsap's against Kennard. He kicks it to Rondo. Takes a three. Millsap grabs the miss.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Rivers in the corner. The feed now to Millsap. Clock at 6. And he makes that one.
And, this is where Millsap excels. I mean, a great interior scorer. He has the size and touch to pulverize defense.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. There's the pass to Batum. Fires for three. And the Clippers miss again. The Nuggets trail by 11. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morris kicks to Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss. Green passes to Millsap. Outside Batum. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers on top. They're up by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Clippers leading by 11. We've got Marcus Morris. He's out there with Batum. Paul George is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the one spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. From outside the arc, that one no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. To the inside, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here's man, covered by Morris. George looking over the floor. Leonard fires away from outside. Morris with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Denver. Murray's checked in for Monte Morris. And McGee kicks to Porter. Deep two from Murray. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a 9-point lead. A floater and the basket by Jackson.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Barton outside. Back to Porter. Murray outside. Looking to end his cold spell. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Nobody near Leonard. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. It's Barton on the wing, defended by George. Barton kicks to Jokic. McGee trying to break free. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers leading by 13. George from deep three-point land. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The kick out to Barton. And it's Murray penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got it back down to within single digits for the Nuggets. The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Jackson passes to Morris. And Leonard has it in the corner. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets trail by 9. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Murray. Here we go.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
LA's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside Jackson. Morris kicks to Leonard. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Barton.
These are the moments we all think about as players. No fear taking these clutch shots because you've got a chance to be a hero when you knock it down.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Jackson. Back to George. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Murray surveying the D. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Leonard. Makes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Kicks to George. No one near him. No good that time. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for great. This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their fashion sense.
Hey, Kevin, the map.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in its shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And just about a minute into the first quarter, and stolen by Barton. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis against Jokic. Porter with the steal. Jokic kicks to Porter. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. Doncic against Murray. Goes up on the wing. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Porter. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Lock at 6 over Murray. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Barton with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Barton dishes to Porter. With the putback. Jokic on the follow.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there. Collects the offensive rebound. Very alert and cleans up the mess.
Murray against Doncic. To the wing on the left. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Over to the left wing. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Kleba. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Outside for Murray. And here's Barton. Porter passes to Murray. Stolen away. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Hardaway with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Denver leading by 4. It's Porter outside. Gordon. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 6.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Jokic against Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off a shot. Corner shot. Here's Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. Porter outside. It's rebounded by Doncic.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Hardaway passes to Kleba. Off target with his 3. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. And it's Gordon penetrating. Can't connect from short range. Mavericks trail by 4. A pass to Porzingis.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Down low. Here's Murray. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side.
Southwest, I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Morris. Green is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. Richardson the pass to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Melly. The shot comes out, and the Nuggets going the other way. Passes to Rivers. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You could see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
Mavericks trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Melly passes to Brunson. Fires from 18. Jump shot is good that time. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Campazzo, it's deflected, and he's able to get it back. He feeds it to Green. And it's Melly with the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Out to Doncic. 3-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 6. Feeds it to Rivers. Nails the baby hook. Rivers has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Back to Brunson. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Brunson. Kicks it to Powell. Over Millsap. That one off the back iron and out. Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Doncic finds Brunson from the wing, and he comes up with the deuce.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Redick comes in for Doncic. And Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Morris looking over the floor. To the wing right side. Here's Millsap. But they get it back. The pass to Dozier. On the wing, Morris. He kicks it to McGee. Misses off the right iron. Mavericks trail by 6. Richardson gets a wide open look. It's good from the top of the key.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Rivers against Redick. Rivers dishes to Morris. To the paint. McGee, the pass to Millsap. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they'd like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Marjanovic kicks to Hardaway. Goes back up. It's deflected, and Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Nuggets leading by 6. Inside. Rivers against Hardaway. Rivers passes to Morris. Back to Rivers. Out to Morris. Fires from deep. Trains the three-pointer. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Outside, Reddick. We've got 22 seconds left now here in the second. Marjanovic passes to Hardaway, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Growing up in the Bay Area, I worked out a lot and spent a lot of time with Tim Hardaway Sr. Remember the killer crossover, and Tim Hardaway Jr. continues to show why he belongs in the league after a lot of hard work on his own.
And stolen by Richardson. Pass break, Dallas. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Barton. And no good that time. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounds. And that's...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Gordon inside. Kleber on him. 6 on the shot clock. Shot on the wing. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And stolen by Barton. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Pass to Kleber. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleber. 6 to shoot. From 17 feet out. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Porter passes to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Finney Smith. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Get going soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass. And Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Martin with it. Hardaway picks him up. But they recover it. Passes it to Gordon. Back to Murray. Porter outside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Doncic passes to Kleber. Back to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. For Murray. Doncic, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing two-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. They get it back. The kick out to Barton. Left side, Porter. Here's Murray. The pass to Gordon. Over Kleba. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Richardson outside. Now Cauley-Stein. Brunson with it. Now the dish to Doncic.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Denver calls timeout. The Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. Pass to Dozier. He dishes it to Millsap. Here's Dozier. Richardson covering. Got a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. Here's Rivers. Goes up again. Morris passes to Dozier. Over Richardson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll get going. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Nuggets leading by 4. Morris passes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Richardson. Bank shot, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Denver with a change here too. Porter's checked in. Denver calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Monte Morris. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
The horn on the unicorn is sharp tonight.
Murray against Doncic. Doncic with the steal. Outside, Redick. Pass to Marjanovic. Lock at 6. And Hardaway gets it to go.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Murray against Doncic. Right side, Gordon. Dishes to Porter. Puts it up. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
Go the other way.
The Mavericks trailing. Left side, Hardaway. To take the lead. Another three for Dallas.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Right side, Porter. Redick with a double team. Porter dishes to Murray. Looking to end the run. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight, and the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Marjanovic, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Free throw good, Murray.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 1. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Aaron Gordon.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
It's the first that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Porter kicks to Murray. From deep. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And the wide open shot from Redick. And they will call over the back on the play.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked in. To the middle. The kick out to Porter. And stolen by Redick. Here's Doncic. Basket good. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
This is it to Gordon. 59 seconds left in the game. Back to Porter. The kick out to Barton. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 5. It falls! A tremendous three to tie it up.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Morris against Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Yes!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Porter passes to Gordon. Back to Porter. Now the pass to Jokic. Pulls it up. Denver the rebound. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Jokic stepping up big time here.
Doncic against Morris. On the wing, Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Denver has possession. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
And it's the Mavericks to start up. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the 3 slot. Pass to Kleba. The shot, no good. And Denver the other way now. The feed to Green. And Green slams it in.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Pass to Kleba. Kicks it to Doncic. A pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the man.
Porzingis warning it and gets it.
Denver calls timeout. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Doncic. Denver also making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Green. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray showing some smarts right there. Some good patience in that pick and roll.
Murray against Brunson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Barton. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Jokic kicks to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Murray. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hardaway against Barton. The pass to Brunson. Over Murray. Here's Kleba. It's good!
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Porter in the corner. Kicks it out to Gordon. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis passes to Kleba. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Kleba. Out pass to Porzingis. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Murray dishes to Barton. Porzingis against Jokic. He kicks to Porter. Looking to get back on track here.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Count it!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left to play in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
On the inbound, yes!
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
And the Mavericks call time here. Tipped, and so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. And so it's Dallas with it. Jokic with the steal. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 12 points for Michael Porter.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Porzingis against Gordon. Stolen by Gordon. Barton outside. Murray outside. On the wing, Gordon. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. And here are the Nuggets now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Murray, no good. Outside Hardaway. Inside, Porzingis. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. The lead is 2. And the basket by Gordon.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot. So the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Here's Murray up on top. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Kleber. Rebound by Murray.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's good.
Tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Murray against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis over Jokic. Porzingis can't hit. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Murray. Outside Gordon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
To the left wing. Left side, Porzingis, the tray. And it's Denver with the rebound. And here is Murray. So we see Denver get the win here. A double overtime game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
EPC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Dallas. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
And here is Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Unloads. And it's Doncic missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Porzingis following the score by Reggie Jackson. Right side, Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis is double. Hardaway, the second chance points on the tip in.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Jackson against Doncic. Left side, Batum. Outside, Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Doncic against Jackson. Here's Leonard. That one, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
Here's Hardaway. Following the score by Reggie Jackson. Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's George. He dishes it to Morris. Outside for George. The 3 ball. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Porzingis passes to Kleba. Out to Doncic. Porzingis with the ball. Over Jackson. Here's Kleba. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Batum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
The Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And George with this stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Pass to Porzingis. 1:02 left to play here in the first. Back to Brunson. Doncic trying to get open. Brunson, good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Rondo against Brunson. Outside Rondo. Passes it to George. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. George has got 5.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Here's Melly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 23 seconds left in the first. Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Thompson with it. It's Richardson on the wing. And there's the pass to Melly. Doncic outside. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
They've got Cauley Stein, Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
The Clippers in the lead. Rondo passes to Mann. Now Kennard. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Powell, the dish to Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. Here's Doncic. Second shot opportunity. Kept alive. And he hits it to tie the game up. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Back to Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. The Mavericks pull it in.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Brunson, no good. Brunson against Rondo. And the layup's good off the glass. Rondo's got his first points of the night.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Doncic outside. Fires from the wing. And with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Leonard gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
On the wing, Doncic. He's got 5. Brunson, no good. Clippers leading by 4. Passes it to Leonard. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Luka Doncic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Dallas making a switch here. Ellie's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in. Back to Jackson. Another shot. Morris trying to free himself up. And the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 6.
A rare offensive rebound for Reggie Jackson, but he knows what to do with it once he gets it.
Here's Finney-Smith, defended by George. Offensive rebound. Ellie, and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Jackson passes to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Richardson covering. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Richardson the pass to Melly. Richardson against Jackson. For the 3. Richardson no luck. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for Los Angeles. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Jackson, that's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Richardson. 3-pointer. Richardson missing again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Richardson finds Hardaway. Lets it go from 14. And he connects with the jumper.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the net.
Oh, my goodness! Whoa! And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Reggie Jackson has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at small forward. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And there's Paul George on the assist from Batum. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. Doncic looking it over. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Over Jackson. They grab their own miss. Porzingis out to Hardaway. Doncic passes to Porzingis. A second chance effort. Outside Hardaway. Outside Porzingis. And another shot. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Moving it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Rondo against Doncic. Rondo passes to Mann. Back to Rondo. Here's Batum. Morris trying to free himself up. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And the Clippers miss again. Mavericks trail by 15. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Morris, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rondo against Doncic. Feeds to Richardson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
For a guard, Josh Richardson has all type of length. He is consistently getting to the lane, and he can score.
Rondo passes to Morris. Lets it go from deep. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Richardson. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Kleba kicks to Finney-Smith. 50 seconds left in the third. Doncic. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Morris with the bucket.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Kleba, the pass to Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Zinkas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Paul George is checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. George against Doncic. George passes to Jackson. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Just 3 on the clock. That one wide left. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ripped. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. And it's Doncic in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Porzingis passes to Kleba. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Outside, George. With the teardrop, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And there's Paul George on the assist from Jackson. George has got 4 this quarter.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Hardaway finds Kleba. And here's Brunson. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers leading by 15. Morris passes to George. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Morris dishes to Batum. Unloads from 9. Again, Los Angeles.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Brunson. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Hardaway. Over Kennard. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson comes in for Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Hardaway. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Mavericks trail by 17. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's George. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
George looking over the floor. Kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Brunson against Jackson. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Buries it from 3-point range. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Los Angeles leading by 14. Outside, George. Leonard, that's for 2. Keeps it alive. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Batum passes to Morris. Fast break, Dallas. The pass to Porzingis. Back to Redick. Pass to Brunson. It's Richardson on the wing. Marjanovic against Batum. And here's Richardson outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side, Leonard. Over Redick. Leonard, no luck. And here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 14. Redick is in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
There are some shooters that you can't lose sight of. Redick doesn't miss those.
George against Richardson. Outside, George trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A solid win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Now... in at the 2-guard. And for the Nuggets, they've got Porter. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Jackson misses.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Outside Gordon. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Clock at 4. Leonard dishes to Morris. Over Gordon. Morris, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Jackson passes to George. Batum against Jokic. Here's Morris, 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Barton kicks to Murray. Feeds it to Gordon. Pass to Porter. Outside for Murray. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jackson, that's good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And a wide open look for Porter. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morris, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
The kick out to Porter. Back to Gordon. Leonard with the steal. Jokic passes to Porter. Now here's Jokic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Porter. Rivers comes in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Now here's Rondo. The pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 3.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
They get it again. Green. Morris kicks to Rivers. Leonard with the steal. To the inside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
.122 left to play in the first quarter. Morris dishes to Rivers. To the right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
There is a determination that Austin Rivers brings on dribble drives. He will not fear contact. Believe that.
Morris against Rondo. Outside Leonard. Back to Rondo. Three-pointer. No good there. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Rivers in the corner. McGee against Leonard. And McGee kicks to Rivers. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. It's stolen by Morris. To the paint. On the wing, Morris. Tipped away. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First trip to the line for him here. The first one falls.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
Millsap passes to McGee. Millsap kicks to Rivers. Fires the 3. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's... And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
You know, this game, it's a physical.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the small forward. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. 3-point lead. Picked him clean. Here's man. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball and finished off by Porter.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Rondo bounce pass. Zubac in the post. Jokic defending. Back to Zubac. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Kennard's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Rondo dishes to Morris. Down low, here's Kennard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. That's a 2 from Gordon. Morris with the rebound. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Kennard. The shot, no good. And Denver the other way now. Murray against George. Murray, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Clippers trail by 6. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Kicks to George. Passes to Jackson. And the basket is good.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Murray against Jackson. Murray the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 9.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And stolen by Murray. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Jokic throws it down.
Love the commitment from Murray on defense, moving his arms all around to come up with these steals.
Outside Jackson. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Batum. He can't get that one. Good defense by Jokic.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. The Clippers again turning it over. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Denver leading by 10. Campazzo guarded by Jackson. And Murray. Here we go. And the pass to Green. Paul George with the steal. And here's Jackson. It's tipped and stolen by Barton. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way for a while. And that does it for our half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jackson against Murray. Jokic with the steal. Feeds to Barton. And the rejection by Jackson. Jokic kicks to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Rivers comes in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Poked away. Up top, Rivers. Defended by George. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. On the high post, he drills it. Jokic has got the lead up to 14 now for Denver.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
Morris, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And good that time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jackson passes to Morris. Rivers against George. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And he can't bank that one in. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. The 3. They get it back.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
And George, here we go. Pass to Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Denver.
Morris looking over the floor. On the wing, Porter. There's the 3. Another shot. Millsap passes to Jokic. Shoots over Batum, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Outside Jackson. 1:22 left in the third. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Denver now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. The kick out to Porter. And Denver again with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
George against Rivers. George up top. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Morris finds Jokic. Morris against Jackson. Back to Jokic. Pass to Rivers. He dishes at the Millsap. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Los Angeles, Mand's checked in. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Rondo looking over the floor. Out to the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Batum dishes to Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
Green inside the three-point line, and so it's Denver with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Clippers, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the shooting guard position. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Back to Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Denver calls timeout. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Murray against Jackson. McGee with the block. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
How about the agility, boy? Gordon knifing his way inside, finishes with confidence. That's pretty.
Murray against Jackson. Outside Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
George passes to Jackson. Now here's Batum. There's the pass to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Denver grabs the miss. 1:51 left to play here in the 4th. Murray against Batum. Murray the pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss. McGee dishes to Morris. Murray for 3. Great D that time from Batum.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Wide open look here for Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And here's Denver. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Inside. And McGee kicks to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Rivers passes to McGee. Shoots over Batum. McGee's shot is off. Here's Leonard. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at center. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Barton. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Porter, no luck.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have 2 names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Out to the right wing. Here's Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Pass to Porter. Up again, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Over in the corner, Doncic. Porzingis at the elbow. In the corner, it's Kleba. And the pass to Hardaway. Porzingis trying to get free. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Barton outside. Porter against Kleba. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. Gordon trying to break loose, and that one's good. Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
On the wing, Hardaway, and stolen by Barton. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump started everything.
Porter kicks to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. 16 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jokic has got his second basket of the game. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Dallas, Melly is checked in for Porzingis. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Morris passes to Dozier. It's Rivers on the wing. To the middle. Here is McGee. Just 5 on the clock. Morris with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Here's Rivers. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Ball's knocked loose. Millsap kicks to Rivers. Over Richardson. Rivers can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And the dunk by Powell.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Morris outside. Rivers against Richardson. Morris looking over the floor. To the paint, McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Back to Brunson. The dish now to Powell. Pass to Brunson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pushing it up. Here's Brunson. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. It's all tied in Denver. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Morris is out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. Back to Doncic. Cauley-Stein, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley-Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
Pass to Millsap. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Jokic with the steal. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Murray. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The Mavericks trailing.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in.
And Richardson could be the total package. Phenomenal that time at knowing when to dish it.
Jokic with it. Hardaway picks him up. Offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. Second chance shot. A putback, and Green is right there. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
And how about the toughness? I mean, although undersized at that power forward spot, he just still finds a way to get the job done.
Kleba finds Hardaway. The pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. And it's Denver with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Green against Porzingis. Passes it to Kleba. And it's Denver with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Gordon. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 6-point Denver lead. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Kleba, the pass to Richardson.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And it's Gordon missing. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Kleba. The shot misses. Murray with the defensive effort. Nuggets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleba. Doncic is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Here's Melli. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas again missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Michael Porter Jr. being drafted was a bit of a high risk, high reward due to the fact that physically he needed to come a long way to be consistent in the NBA. We may be seeing signs that it's going to pay off with huge dividends.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. And the shot goes in.
How about that, mixing in the mid-range J. Hardaway finding some room out there to shoot one off.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. It's Rivers on the wing. Martin, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score. And that should.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories so far, Maxi Kleber getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Right wing. 4 on the clock. Finney Smith kicks to Porzingis. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Yeah, Jokic on the drive, and what a great finish.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Doncic with the steal. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 6.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Murray against Doncic. Now Jokic. He's got 8. Here's Porter. And again it's Denver.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic outside. Here's Kleber. And there it is for him. He's got 10.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Murray the pass to Porter. From about 16. And too long on the shot.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Count that bucket.
Murray fearless on that drive right there. Not worried at all about the contact.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and improving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Gordon. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Jamal Murray continuing to play with a fearlessness.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. Pass to Richardson. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets leading by 13. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Denver calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Murray surveying the D. Feeds it to Green. And Green slams it in.
You just wonder where Jamal Murray is going to go. This guy is a terrific combo guard.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Now, here's Burke. Tight defense on him.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. One-on-one fast break. Here's Porzingis. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, in between game for Porzingis. That one's on target.
The pass to Murray. Shoots over Brunson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so it's Denver looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Barton into the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And that's an intentional foul. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Denver calls timeout. Nuggets. Jokic is checked in for Millsap. JaVale McGee comes in for Will Barton. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Mavericks trail by 12. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., you can see he's got good foundational form for a three-point shot. Consistency would help.
Murray, the pass to McGee. Back to Murray. Good for his sixth make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Doncic kicks to Redick. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And it's Dallas with another.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Doncic against Murray. Outside Porter. Over Redick. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Denver passing it around. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Wide open look here for Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks trail by 9. The feed to Redick. He kicks it to Doncic. Launches a three. Was shot by Redick. No good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gets a hand on it, and Porter putting it right back in. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Doncic bounce pass. Hardaway for 3. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside for Murray. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Porter finds Murray. Free throw line jump shot. Kept alive. Here's McGee. Here's Murray up on top. Shoots over Redick. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks trail by 11. On the wing, Hardaway. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Murray against Doncic. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Back to Doncic. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Passes it to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Doncic outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
So we see Denver get the win here. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum, and it's Morris in at the 4-man position. Now, here's Batum. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Batum dishes to Morris, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here is George. He can't get that one to fall. Hardaway against George. Doncic kicks to Kleba. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Jackson. George finds Jackson. Here's Leonard. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Outside, Porzingis. Good on the triple.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the 3 like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
And here's Leonard. Following Porzingis' 3, and the Clippers miss again.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And it's good for 2.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
George looking around. Hardaway with the steal. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jackson passes to Batum. And that one hits back iron.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Down low, Porzingis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities. Clearly a foul.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Now here's Brunson. Doncic passes to Richardson. Here's Melly. He's covered by Leonard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Leonard the pass to Rondo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Doncic outside. And there's the pass to Powell. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Lock at 6. Again, the Mavericks score.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Rondo passes to Zubac. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Richardson against Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Mann. And it's off from three-point range. Richardson kicks to Brunson. It's stolen by Rondo. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Up again. It's good on the putback.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And again, Dallas turns it over.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
15 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson finds Doncic. Back to Richardson. Over Kennard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the small forward position. Dallas leading by 9. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Doncic. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Passes to Zubac. On baseline J. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Just 3 to shoot. Richardson, good.
Though Richardson's improved his ball handling, he's still more comfortable in catch and shoot.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Kennard. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Morris comes in for Leonard, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. Here's Kleber over Morris, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there. For Dallas, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Now the Clippers moving it up. Kennard's shot is off.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Dallas no good that time either. Clippers trail by 12 and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. A nice shot by George.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Outside, Porzingis. Richardson outside. Back to Porzingis. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Back to Kennard. Over Hardaway. Kennard's shot is off.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Offensively, there's few things on the court Porzingis can't do. He can use his length, strength, or both.
The pass to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Batum's got his first basket.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And now the Clippers on the break. A nice shot by George.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Richardson against Kennard. Stolen by Jackson. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Oh, wow!
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Batum against Porzingis. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. Yes, that goes in.
I love the touch on that floater. Luke Kennard showing off another dimension of his game.
Inside, here's Porzingis, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor. And we've reached halftime in this one. Mavericks ahead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, it was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 14 points and 2.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Batum in at the 5. It's Morris atop the key. Shoots over Doncic. Back to Morris. Kicks it to George. There's the dish to Morris. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Batum passes to George. No good. Shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Kleba. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 10. That's good for George on the assist from Batum. George has got 11 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Kleba kicks to Hardaway. Back to Kleba. Doncic outside. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Over Jackson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. He's got 10.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. And here's George for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Over Jackson. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Clippers trail by 9. George with the ball. Hardaway picks him up, and Leonard gets it to go.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Pass to Kleba. Doncic against Jackson. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Jackson against Doncic. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Jackson. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
All the officials are all over that one.
Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Melly is checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Brunson against Rondo. Pass to George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
And the first one drops. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. And George drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
On the wing, Doncic. Now the pass to Melli. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Clippers shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
One of the guys who fills up the stat sheet. Unfortunately for Cousins, that tends to include a high number of techs each year.
Here's Brunson. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. And it's Melli in at power forward. This is it to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Pass to Porzingis. 9 for 9. Looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Leonard looking around. They get a hand on it. Brunson against George. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Rondo passes to Mann. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Doncic outside. Pass to Hardaway. Leonard with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Mavericks leading by 6. Brunson the pass to Melli. Brunson kicks to Doncic. To the inside. Porzingis inside. Defended by Batum. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. George passes to Leonard. 13 feet away. Batum, great pass to set up the lay-in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis inside. Defended by Batum. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Clippers trail by 6. Outside, George. Outside, Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
Back to Doncic. Here's Kleba. No good that time as the Clippers taking it the other way. Jackson has the open look, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
George against Hardaway. Jackson from long range. Jackson missing again. For Dallas, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Finney Smith passes to Hardaway. Now Marjanovic, covered by Morris. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Baseline jumper. No good off the back of the rim. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Shoots the 3. And the miss. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.